Godzilla X Kong, the new empire. Where do I start? Where do I finish? Oh my goodness. It's not for me. If you're looking for a glowing review, you're not getting it here. No spoilers, but I hated it. Hated it. 2 hours of my life I could well do with getting back. I just found the whole thing just a mishmash of complete and utter nonsense. It had no redeeming features as far as I was concerned. Well, why even bother? What was it all about? I mean, they mentioned Monarch in it, and I thought maybe it's a bit like, Monarch, the TV series on Apple Plus, and it was maybe going to go into, some of that kind of stuff. But apart from going into the hollow earth, well, come on, we all know the earth's round, but it's not hollow, is it? Anyway, I didn't like it at all. I don't like the new Kong, the new touchy-feely Kong. I don't like. I didn't understand what Godzilla was doing. Let's go back to the beginning and what the hell is going on here, because Kong seems to be some kind of geriatric, interdimensional medical tourist. First of all, he comes up to get his teeth done, and then later on in the movie, ends up with some kind of arm brace. But why? It's so bad. And this guy Wingard, no relation to the Baron. You won't get that unless you're really old. But this guy Wingard, he obviously thinks he's Denis Villeneuve's long lost love child, because most of the movie is either serene looks. Everybody looks like there's a part in it where everybody looks like they're a member of the Moonies. The whole thing's ridiculous. It really is. They go on a face painting expedition to Hollow Earth. The tech they have is ridiculous. They even have Grumpy Pilot, who's trying to do a good job, and he's going, "Let's do this." I mean, it's full of cliches. It's full of crap. It's just a complete and utter nonsense. I've not seen such a bad movie since I saw The Eternals. In fact, I think they stole the movie score from The Eternals, because it's the same kind of wishy-washy, cinematic movie score, that's trying to stir you up when really nothing's happening. Except maybe a giant moth's been caught. It's just crazy. And the CGI leaves a lot to be desired. There's a lot to be said for practicals where practicals can be used. And remember, I'm the guy that gave Godzilla -1 a rave review. One of the best movies I've seen recently. But this was awful. Awful. I mean, it wasn't even mindless fun, because it wasn't fun. There's only so much monkey bashing you can watch. And the monkeys didn't even look good. Kong doesn't look like a gorilla. I don't know what he's meant to be, but he doesn't look like a gorilla. By now he should be some kind of big silverback with huge shoulders and a big silver back and a sticky out butt. But he doesn't really portray that very well. And this other thing, first of all, we've got some sort of green-eyed ginger runt that runs about. Now, we've never seen a child gorilla in this, and now we've suddenly got this ginger runt that seems to be, you never trust a ginger, never. But anyway, I won't go into that. And then we've got the Scar, the villain. Oh, well, okay, I mean, I've no idea what he is. I've no idea what he's meant to be, because he just looks like some kind of lanky ginger ape. It wasn't great. It really wasn't. And he had another Titan, some kind of anti-Godzilla. So Godzilla has the atomic breath. This one has some kind of freezer chill, Who cares? Really, who cares? God. Godzilla just gets really stumpy in this. I mean, he is literally reduced to a bit part player because this isn't a Godzilla movie. This is all about Kong, right? Godzilla's just ancillary. He's just there as a supporting cast at best. I mean, he's having a kip in the Colosseum when he gets woken up and then starts going all stompy. And the whole intent, or the whole thrust of the movie seems to be to destroy or show, CGI destruction of as many landmarks as you possibly can, because that seems to be all that's happening here. I just didn't get it. I didn't get it. And everybody's just trying too hard. We've got Dollar Store Bradley Cooper. We've got a young Youtha Joyce, and here's the worst one. We've got a Black Jack Black that's not funny. And the guy just needs to shut up. He gave him way too many lines and no jokes that worked. Just give up. Just give it up. It wasn't working well. And then of course you're dragging this. I mean, they didn't want to take Black Jack Black to Hollow Earth because it's dangerous, but they're quite happy to take, disabled deaf child. She doesn't play any real part in this movie. I mean, I think the only part was something to do with the giant Mothman. It's just, I didn't. In case you might be confused, I didn't like it. I thought it was trash. I really can't recommend it. It's one of the worst versions of Godzilla I've seen, and I've even seen the ones with the guy in the rubber suit. It wasn't great. It wasn't great. What else did we do? Oh, the CGI on some hands is very good, and then on other hands is really sketchy. Sometimes it looks like a cartoon. You're never quite sure what the hell's going on and where you are. What else have we got? What else? Everybody's just trying too hard. They really were. It was like when they were acting, they were trying too hard. When they weren't acting, they were trying too hard. It didn't do it. It just didn't do it for me. And I'm sorry, there are people out there who'll love it, who'll say it's great, mindless escapism, but it's too loud. The music score was awful. The dialogue's poorly written. There's no characters that you empathise with. I mean, I couldn't care if the characters lived or died. They were never really in any great peril, and you didn't feel for them anyway, so who would care? And Kong's just annoying, right? He's just, grumpy Kong. Godzilla's probably the best part, but you don't see much of him because he just lies in the Colosseum sleeping. Yeah. Good grief. It's just like, I didn't like it at all. I'm not going to say any more. Go watch it if you want. But don't blame me.